Hello everyone, this is I Will Die, and this game is I Live Under Your House. Already seems cool off the start. I open my eyes and here I am, home again. It's such a wonderful feeling. Hmm. What does this do? Do I have to put it back? As usual, no one. That's good. Very good. I like being alone. This is the main hall. How nice it is here. Every time I come here I feel joy and pride because I dug all these holes. I don't even know which hole to go in first today. Got 4 options. Every tunnel is different. For example, this one is narrower than the other ones. Sometimes I think I might get stuck in it, and then my heart starts beating harder. My whole body gets tense. I can't help it. I have to move slowly if I want to get out of it. I love this feeling. Jeez. I need to find something sharp to open it up and see who she used to be or what she has become. Some sort of chrysalis? What else can I look at? And go back. Go this way. This is my sleeping place. This is where I usually sleep, although I can sleep anywhere. I still prefer to sleep here, though. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep yet. Ahead of me is my pebble space where I keep the different stones I find during my excavations. I like to look at them, to stroke them. Oh, how I like to stroke them. Sometimes I even dream about stroking a stone and the feeling is so real. I can feel it at the tip of my fingers. I love stones. Jeez. I found a rock sharp enough to cut through someone's belly. Oh, that's great. Anything else to look at here? No. I didn't do the walls and the surroundings of this place. Surprisingly, it's always been this way. I can't even imagine how such a wonderful place came to be, as if it had been prepared specially for me. I rarely go outside, especially since he's waiting for me on the way. There is a spirit standing right at the exit, and every time I pass by he starts talking to me. I don't like to intercourse with him. Wait, can I get the rock? Or the chrysalis? Mommy? Mommy? She died when I was born, or so it seemed to me. I never knew my father, and maybe a creature like me has no father at all. But for as long as I can remember, I've been alone all my life. At first I just watched her body, hoping maybe something else would crawl out of it, and I would have a new relative. However, this did not happen. I talked to her body from time to time out of loneliness, though I mooed and made different sounds rather than spoke. I had to eat its various parts because I was hungry, so I am grateful to her. If not for her sacrifice, I would have died. Over time, I began to notice that her body was crusting over, and the places I had bitten were getting scarred. I realized that she was still alive, so I started eating her body more carefully, trying not to take too big a bite. Layer after layer of her body grew a kind of crust, eventually forming a cocoon through which I could no longer penetrate. I don't know how much time had passed since then, but I waited, and waited long enough for something to happen, but nothing happened. It's a pity she never saw what a beautiful creature I had become, how many tunnels I had dug. Well, now I'm sure I'm all alone in the world. Great. I'm tired of worrying about her. The remnants of the creature I came out of. I was worried that it would have come out of the cocoon, and I want to eat me or avenge all my bites. But apparently it just decided to die quietly. Now my anxiety was gone. That's the same dialect. Go back. Nothing here. Nothing here. They're laughing at me. Every night when I try to sleep, they come to make fun of me. They laugh. They have so much fun when I cry. They watch during the day and wait for me to do something stupid, looking for opportunities to make fun of me so they can come and laugh at night. Sometimes they talk to me. They whisper things. They want me to go outside. After a night of torture like this, I usually wake up tired and hungry, so I crawl outside in search of food. Oh no, don't go outside! Ah, what a terrible noise! Ah, it won't stop. What the hell? I don't seem to have any other choice. I have to go outside and see what's going on. Oh no. There you are. I knew you'd show up soon. It's because of those noises, isn't it? I don't want to leave my house. Maybe it will subside on its own. Nonsense! Maybe they came to take your house. Maybe they came for you. Who knows what's making those awful noises? You must come out. Okay, so I'm out, and then what? You know what's next. The same thing you always do. The same thing you do when you're hungry. What makes your breathing quicken and your whole body tingle. It's time to go outside again. As soon as I crawled out into the open air, a disgusting sight came into my view. There were metal creatures everywhere, and a horrible-looking structure stood before my eyes. I had no specific plan of action, but one thing was obvious to me. There is construction going on, and they are building right over my head, and something has to be done about it. You know, I wonder if we're a worm or like a maggot or something. There were too many people around, and I couldn't act out in the open. I had to wait for the right moment, and I started watching. You vile creatures will pay for disturbing my peace. Oh boy. Time to kill. Yeah, bees, bees, bees. What should I do with you? I have to be careful. If they find me, it's all gone. But I can't do nothing either. My strength is enough to deal with only one of them. But maybe if you kill one. You? The hunger is getting stronger and stronger. No strength to hold back. Something has to be done. Oh boy, we have options. I have to decide. Kill. Yum 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 yummy bee. This is my skull room. After the first time I ate a human, I lay tired outside and didn't even have the energy to crawl back home. The very first one I had was some guy sitting in the woods drinking beer and talking to himself. At first I didn't want to do anything to him. I was just interested in watching him. When he noticed me, he started laughing out loud and pointing his finger. Then he suddenly picked up a stick and started hitting me with it. When it was over, I lay there for a long time looking at his skull. Over time, I have accumulated so many skulls that sometimes I burrow inside this pile and gradually fall asleep. Worker's skull. Another skull in my collection. I have absolutely no memory of how it all happens. It's like I'm in a wild ecstasy and then it's over. My stomach is full, my breathing is heavy, and I want to sleep. Eventually the house was finished. Different people began to come and go from the house. The unbearable stomping was causing me to have anxiety attacks with every knock. What if they find me? What if it never ends, and I have to move somewhere else? Where would I go? I don't have the energy to dig new tunnels. From time to time I had to crawl out to see if everything was okay, if they were looking for me. For some reason I had the distinct feeling that they had come to hunt me down. Then one day people came in and dragged a huge number of boxes. A woman in a blue dress yelled at them and waved her hands, and then everyone left, but the woman stayed in the house. Time passed, and no one else came to the house. It was just this woman. Well, she doesn't look like a threat, I thought. However, pretty quickly my life turned into a nightmare. Pretty much my entire living area was right under this house. Every action she took, every step, every sneeze echoed through the depths of my sanctuary. Her life became part of my life. Gradually I got to know her schedule. What she does, how she does it. I knew all her habits, the rhythm of her gait. I began to feel that my sleep was disturbed. I just couldn't sleep with something constantly pounding, muttering and shuffling over my body. In the few hours when I did manage to sleep, those ghosts of the night would come back to haunt me and make fun of me. Oh yes, now they really had a lot to laugh about. Thus my torture became 24-hour routine. I have to do something about it, even at the risk of being caught, at the risk of losing my home. Who am I kidding? I don't have a home anymore. She took it from me. I must get out and stop this nightmare. Chapter 1. Love? A thrill of excitement overwhelms me. I no longer have the strength to hold back and watch from the sidelines. It's time to find out who lives above me. I need to look around carefully before I act. Oh, it's now an FPS, okay. I am really short. This is the first time I've ever been inside a human house. There's so much space, it makes me sick. The only thing worse than this is the outdoors. Ah, I know what it is. It's called a book. Once upon a time, I was very hungry, and just at that moment, a little man sat down next to the entrance of my home. I remember he had a little hands, little feet, and he was like a puppet. The little man also had a bag with him. I don't remember being aware of all the dangers of this world at the time, so I climbed out of my hiding place with interest and began to look at him. The little man didn't notice me right away, but when he did see me, his eyes widened, and his mouth opened in that unimaginable way and made a horrible, disgusting sound. That sound was driving me crazy. I wanted to get closer to him, but he kept crawling farther and farther away from me. Eventually the feeling came over, and then all I remember was his head in my hands. His body was lying somewhere nearby. His bag he had brought with him was slightly torn, and then I saw books scattered around. I don't know why they caught my eye, but I took them with me. Many pages were badly damaged and stained with blood. Some pages were missing altogether, but that didn't stop me. I began to study them, and it was thanks to these books that I was able to learn the language of these creatures and get some idea of the human world. I found new books over time. For example, recently when I ate a couple of campers, I enjoy reading. I'll have to remember to pick up this book when I'm all done. Why don't you just not eat humans? These sick bastards are ripping out plants and putting them in containers. I find it difficult to understand the meaning of these perverse acts. It's not exactly what they're necessarily doing. I'm gonna check the door. I'm getting a little bit far. It's locked. Hey, title draw. What a horrible, terrifying sound. I'll have to deal with that thing. It scares me. He doesn't know it's a toilet. I remember people lugging these boxes here. I wonder what's in them. Garbage. Something is wrong. My mood is not the same. I don't feel the same rush of energy and unbearable restraint as before. Is that a person? Well, maybe I should come back later. Apparently now is not the right time. Yeah, I should definitely keep an eye on her. Maybe it's a trap. Well, until next time, Birdie. Why couldn't I kill her? And all the sounds she makes now don't seem so disgusting to me. I wouldn't say that I became interested in hearing what she was doing. There's water running down the pipe somewhere. And here she seems to be taking things out of boxes. Huh. I wonder what she keeps in them after all. I think when I was lying at her door I felt something strange. A feeling I'd never had before toward another living creature. And so I look at the pile of skulls, and I want to take some of my best skull, my dearest one, and take it to her. Leave it under the door somewhere. He's a cat! What is happening to me? He's a cat! He's a cat! That kills humans. that door closed? Wait, oh, there's more stuff to explore now. I'm gonna look over here, I didn't even look. Dress lover. The pile of laundry. I could smell it as soon as I entered the room. I'll take something with me to remind me of her. Thief! Nothing happens when I press E. It's locked. Why can I press E here, but nothing happens? Nope, she's not lying there. Strange. The bed is empty. Apparently she's not in the house either. Where could she have gone at this hour? I have to leave what I brought for her and hurry back to the window in case she comes back soon. Is she gonna come back as we're going back? Here you are back again, but something has changed in you. Nothing has changed in me, everything is the same as before. Is it? I thought you liked being alone. It is, and I will always be alone. I don't need anyone by my side. Why'd you hesitate when you had a chance to kill her? What are you hoping for? What do you think will happen when she sees you? The same thing that always happens. Shut up. Your mere appearance will cause her to vomit. You're different from her. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Or do you think she'll move here? Ah ha ha ha. Maybe. But only if in pieces, right? Ha ha ha. Shut up, you vile spirit. I'll prove you wrong. I'll go back to her house right now and wait in her bedroom. And we'll go to my place together, you understand? That does not sound like a good idea. Ah ha 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 ha, I told you you've changed. This is not smart. Not smart. Hey, alcohol. Hey, door's open. Oh, both doors closed. Oh boy. A note addressing Mark. Mark? Who is he? The note tells him to remember to pick up the box from the nightstand that contains candles needed for... I don't understand. There's a lot of words I don't know. Mary! Damn it, Mark, we did it. Mary, take it to the basement. Mark, pay attention. It's still moving. Mary, should we just remember it right in the basement? My whole body hurts terribly. What happened? I don't remember how I got here at all. I read the note and then, oh, it hurts. I can't remember anything. I have to go home. Did I get dismembered? What happened? Oh, that's where the, why is the outside a void? Nothing here. I wonder if I killed them. Hey, there's a bunch of alcohol. So I don't go back to the window? No, okay. Void? Chapter 2. Betrayal? Question mark? I am confused on what's happening. Oh, I can just go on top of these things. Is there anything out here? Or is it just empty? Oh, barrier. I guess I'm gonna kill them in the camper. Wait, why is there... Why is there a light over here? The shirt? Her dress? What is it doing here? How? This is the tent of those pesky campers. They obviously shouldn't have set up camp near my place. They didn't know. Dumb campers. This backpack is remarkably similar to the one the little man had. I remember how, in some fit of rage and hunger, I killed him, and books fell out of the exact same backpack. I took them, and that's how I learned to understand the language of humans. What's going on here? What is going on here? Summoning circle? What is it? Salt? It wasn't here before. My body feels weak and sleepy, so I think I should die down for a while, but I need to go first. Mary, did it really work? Why is that thing still moving? Fuck, something is wrong. Mark, I told you we should have dismembered it. At least we had a chance in the basement while I was passed out. You know, it wouldn't help anyway. It can only be killed through your ritual. That's what the book said. My whole body feels as if it is weightless. I can't move. I can barely look from side to side. What's going on here? That's her, the girl I risked myself by getting out. Who's that with her? I don't remember him. What an ugly thing it is. Do you think it knows what's going on? Who cares what that thing understands? Mark, it killed our father. Why doesn't it die? Why doesn't it die is what worries me. Ugly? Why did she say such hurtful words? She didn't like what I brought her? And this is after all we've had? What a fool I was. I thought we were made for each other. Oh no. It seemed to me that I knew her well. That maybe somewhere deep down in her soul she guessed about my presence and was waiting for me here to come. Well, she was, just not the right thing. Are you sure we haven't forgotten anything? Solomon's cell is holding it together, but I don't see foam from its mouth or blue flames or anything like that. Holy shit, Mark, you're asking me that? Well, yes, I'm asking you. You have the book. That's what I thought would happen someday. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I should really die. Why should I live? When she treats me like that, I feel something new again, as if 1,000 needles were tearing me from inside. Oh shit, Mark, I get it, we forgot. Don't tell me. We forgot the fucking candles, Mark. Fucking candles. I think my strength is coming back to me. Huh, I can move again. So that's how it is. So you wanted to get rid of me all this time. Well, you know, you've brought me a lot of new sensations, feelings that I haven't experienced before. And now after everything that happened, I'm so tired and I'm really hungry. I want to take you out to dinner. Mark, I think it's going to break out. Now it's your turn to come to my house. Chapter 3, Revelation. I moved into Marie's house. You could say she invited me herself. Huh. Now she and I talk to each other a lot. I began to better understand why people put flowers in pots. However, I don't use flowers. I like other things to furnish my surroundings. Good deco. I also removed that awful black box. Now instead it's something that is pleasing to my eye. I think I can live here. Marie doesn't seem to mind either. I'm getting more and more used to open spaces. Marie and I will have to go down to my place one more time though. We are expecting children. I can't imagine how it happened myself, but the larvae are already pretty big. They will need to be taken to my lair after all. They are children. They will be more comfortable there. By the way, the voices have stopped and I don't hear the awful laughter anymore. I think I now know what the word happiness means. Sometimes I feel sad. Thank you for playing ending number 3. Alright. Let's go get the other ones. So, the divergence. Look at that, what beautiful orifices. There are no favorites here, all equally pleasing to me. That's why I sometimes squint my eyes and rush into the tunnel as if it at random. Skip, skip, skip. Spare. I'm not familiar with human life, but I once saw construction workers staring into a similar dark box. They stared stone intently and sometimes shouted something and raised their hands in the air. Strange creatures. I know there's like a newspaper or something somewhere, but I'm not sure if that has to be an ending or what. Storage closed. Is this the newspaper? I can't interact with them. Oh, here we go. Inquisitive. So she likes reading as much as I do. That's great. She reads so carefully that she even highlights individual pieces with circles. Oh no! On one of these pages I saw a picture of a headless body. It looked suspiciously familiar to me, but I can't remember where from. Gee, I wonder where. Well, now that I know what was in the boxes, I don't have to dig through them myself. So all the boxes are just newspapers for hunting him down. Uh-oh. Am I stuck? I have to leave what I brought for her and hurry back to the window in case she comes back soon. Holy cow. That's huge. That's disproportionately huge. Also, that's like the same thing that we see at the end. I'm curious as to how to get the 2 endings, because I only made one choice. How far can I go into the abyss? Apparently I can almost go off the map. Mark, I think it's going to break out. Now it's your turn to come to my house. Revelation. Ending 1. Why am I here? Huh? Even the voices have gone silent and are no longer laughing at me. The spirit no longer speaks to me too, and I dream only of darkness. Ever since the day I killed Marie, I've been lying next to the cocoon of my creator. I don't do anything, I just lie there and stare into the darkness. I look at my body, and it too is gradually crusted over. No one ever moved into Marie's house so I could enjoy the silence. But I don't need it anymore. The crust is about to cover my eyes, and then I must sleep for I don't know how long, maybe even forever. From everything that happened to me, I understood only one thing. When I was at her bedside for the first time, when I saw her bare heel dangling from the bed, I should have eaten her at that moment. Thank you for playing Ending 1. Alright, time to try and get the bad ending, the second ending. Adding to the walls and surroundings of the place. Surprisingly, it's always been this way. Can't even imagine how such a wonderful place can be. As if it... Oh wait, that's the same, Okay, so... If I go straight there, will I kill her? I'm just gonna try not learning anything about her. She dies. Aha! Ending 2. In the end, Marie was just another skull in my skull collection. From then on, the voices never ceased. They began to follow me during the day. The laughter never ended, but it didn't annoy me. I finally found the meaning of my existence, and I began to laugh with these bizarre creatures of the night. I began to enjoy waiting for new tenants, playing with them. Eventually, of course, my tunnels were discovered, but by this time I had already managed to move to another dwelling. Especially since my collection has grown so much, I needed more space. I also read in a newspaper that after my tunnels were discovered, they found the remains of my creator there. They say they've never seen anything like this in their lives. As for Marie, I can hardly find her skull among all these remains now. And not that I would like to, but I am grateful to her. After her betrayal, I realized my place in the world, and now I work non-stop. When I get tired, I sit down and laugh non-stop, while looking at my triumphant collection. Thank you for playing ending number 2. Good for you. You found your place. Alright, well, that was the game. I really like the aesthetic. You know, it's really cool. You get to live as the life of a monster, man. You can go kill people. And I really appreciate like seeing like things from like the sort of perspective of the monster and how they sort of understand things, and feels sort of bad sometimes, but you know, it definitely has a different view of the world. But maybe if things had like gone differently, things maybe they'd be a different person. Maybe they could have been incorporated into society. I don't know. Really good, like simple clicker game. I really like the music and sound effects. Short, simple game. I'll leave the link down below, and go check it out. It's only like a few dollars. Anyways, thank you all for watching me play I Live Under Your House, and see you next time.